all you need is a high income skill and the right framework in order to do a bucket load of money. Back when I graduated from high school, I had $0 to my name and I had no one to borrow money from, so I had to get really creative with finding a way to make money. And I only had one non-negotiable, and that was I have to make my income from online sources. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what I think are the 4 best side hustles to start with $0 to your name. A couple years back, when being a digital nomad just became a thing, there were very few opportunities to make money online. You could have an e-commerce shop, but you still had to have a physical product because digital products weren't a thing back then. And of course, this business model would require you to have some sort of capital to start. And also, you're not exactly location independent. So it's out of our list for today. And here we are a couple years later, where there are endless opportunities to make money online. And the great thing about some of these is that you don't even need a capital to start. You just need a high income skill that you can transform into a service. Here are some relevant high income skills for this year. Now that you have chosen a high income skill to pursue, you have to ask yourself a few questions. And the first one is, what problem are you going to solve with this skill? Secondly, who are you helping to solve their problem? And the last and one of the most important, how are you going to deliver this solution? After answering those questions, you can get to work and turn that skill into money printing machine. As I was saying, when I was 16 years old back in high school, I had $0 to my name, but I still started my first business. I was already working out at the gym for about 2 years consistently, and I had some significant amount of muscle. So I decided that my first business is going to be something I'm very passionate about, and this turned out to be working on my body for about 20 hours a week. There were a lot of trainers at the gym, but there weren't many trainers that were doing it online. Because back then, people believed that in order to be a good trainer, you have to be in the gym with your client and just following them around for a couple hours until they finish their workout. And maybe you have to even follow your client to the toilet to make sure they're squatting properly. And then online coaching came. While it still wasn't trendy, I decided I'm going to pursue this goal and become an online trainer. And it's obvious that you need the skill of working with people and also bringing results to those people. But apart from that, you have to be online, which means that you need more than this one skill. You need marketing and sales skills. You need the marketing skills to book clients, and you need the sales skills to land those clients. Because you can be the best trainer in the world, but if no one knows you even exist, then you're not going to be able to monetize that skill. And for me, the most natural way to market my skills and knowledge was to start a fitness YouTube channel. And on this channel, I was sharing my fitness journey and my fitness goals. I was also sharing a ton of information, free information, so that I can show people that I know what I'm talking about. After I made about 50-60 videos and I had a couple thousand subscribers, I was already booking clients, and at 16 years old, I was already making enough money to move out. I even remember my parents asking me if I'm selling coke or something. And with this business, the most important thing that I learned was that even if you have a high income skill, you will need a set of skills to complement this high income skill if you want to keep growing and developing your business. But after some years and going to college, I realized that this is not my passion. My passion was to work out and build my body, work on myself, but I didn't exactly have the passion to help others achieve their dream bodies. And while I was in college, my fitness business was already declining, but at this time I actually met my wife. And she was a professional photographer. And until then, I used like a $300 camera, which was doing the job for me, shooting vlogs and informative videos. But then around her, I learned more about professional cameras, lighting, exposure, how to frame the photo, how to use the natural frames. And then I thought that I'm going to be a videographer. So we're going to be like Bonnie and Clyde of photography and videography. So I bought a course for videography, which was, I think, Full-Time Filmmaker by Parker Walbeck. And I think that courses are great because they gather all the free information that's on the internet, all that big pool of information, and they filter it for you so that they can save you time. Because it's very easy to get lost in that pool of information, even though it's free. What I did was I was shooting every day and editing every day. And after a couple months, I started doing small jobs here and there, nothing major, like $50, $100 jobs, shooting commercial videos for e-commerce clients mainly. And then the day came for our first big project. We were traveling to Cappadocia with my wife to work with a hotel named Sultan Cave Suites and one more hotel, Artemis Cave Suites. What we had to do is to shoot 40 photos and also 2 commercial videos. As you probably guessed, the photos were amazing, but I don't think I can say the same for the commercials. I was so delusional at the time because of those first jobs that I landed in a few months that I thought to myself, I'm already a professional videographer. My plan was simple. I was going to go to the hotel, just look at the property and decide what I'm going to shoot on the spot. And I can only say here are the results.
I came from the mud. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the
I don't know if I made it into top 10 worst hotel commercials, but at least it was a commercial, right? I even had the guts to ask for a feedback for the videos after that, and the client was happy, although I don't think they were sincere, but that helped me stay motivated. The next thing we are going to talk about is video editing as well. I think photography used to be the higher paid job a couple years back, but now with TikTok and Reels on Instagram, I think videos are way more important. So if you're going to pursue a career in something like this, I would say go for videography and video editing instead of photography. You can be video editor and you can be a videographer, and also you can be both. If you are both, you need laptop and a camera as well, which is still some sort of investment, but it's nowhere near what you need to start like a bigger business like a restaurant or something like that. And these were the skills that I was actually able to scale from a hobby to side hustle and to a full-time job. I still remember after the first 2 years that we started doing some bigger partnerships, and one of them was with a watch company that paid us $2,500 for a couple videos and some photos. I was blown away by how much money you can earn with this skill, because we actually spent only a couple hours doing this and we got paid $2,500. With this skill set, you can go from hobby to side hustle to a full-time job in only 1 or 2 years. And I guarantee you, if you put effort and your mind into it, you're going to be successful. The next high income skill is the full package. It's like having all of the cards for Exodia and now you can summon it. You can go real fast from being a brokey to sipping margaritas in Santorini. This is social media marketing. This is a complex skill that actually requires you to have a lot of knowledge on social media, videography, video editing, also being in front of camera, and of course sales and marketing as well. With so much advertisements nowadays, unless you go really creative with your work, you're not going to get noticed, you're not going to get any clicks, and you're not going to bring any results to your clients. This is a very competitive niche nowadays, so you have to be really creative if you're going to smoke your competition. The biggest difference between this skill set and the previous ones is that you can actually scale this without any limitations. There are agencies out there making millions a month, but if you want, you can also do it as a full-time freelancer, being social media manager for brands. Especially if you work with e-commerce clients, they can easily ship their products to you so you can work remotely. The next skill is community building. This is a skill that, in my opinion, is becoming more and more valuable nowadays. I think the trend came from Andrew Tate and his Hustlers University, which I find nothing wrong about because, in my opinion, these communities are very helpful. You can find like-minded people, you can network, you can find job opportunities, and you can also learn a lot of skills. If you go out and you build your own community, you can charge people to enter and be a part of this community so that they can get these benefits. But what you can also do is create communities for other businesses. This is something that I haven't seen a lot, and I think that this is not very competitive niche at the moment. So if you don't want any competition, this is the way to go. I think this skill is going to be very valuable, especially in the years to come. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If so, you can subscribe and leave it a like. I'll see you in the next one.